realestatemarket.com. It's time to get real with Eddie, here to help you understand the changing real estate market and meet your real estate goals. Licensed since 2001, 2018 Realtor of the Year of Three Rivers, past president of the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, and team lead of the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Here's Eddie Ruettiger.
It doesn't feel like December. Does it feel like December to you?
It's weird.
It's because Thanksgiving was actually early. I have to adjust my mic, so there's going to be some creaking.
Oh, I thought it was on time. We're the ones that are goofed up, I think. It's
really?
just a time.
It feels like Christmas to me
Does it?
for several weeks, only because this year I set up my Christmas tree a lot earlier than I normally set it up.
You were one of them.
Yes, I was one of them.
That is awesome.
I just knew I had a busy schedule coming up, and it went up just a few days before Thanksgiving. So, yeah.
Wow.
I've never done that before. This is my first year.
And I got mine up on time, which is always the weekend after Christmas or weekend after Thanksgiving. And I actually got mine up on time. So
here in the studio, of course, is Nancy Vallee from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Joe Medrano from Loan Depot. Joan, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Doing wonderful. I got to squeeze this in. NMLS 1055063. Got to keep it legit.
There, keep it legit. That's awesome. Make sure your laptop's muted, too. So I think it is, because I'm not hearing any feedback.
I just muted it, yep.
I just muted mine, too. So that's why I said it. All right, let me get this going. So, yeah, so you got your Christmas tree up that early?
I did.
good for you.
Yeah.
A little pre-planning.
You know, I looked at my schedule and I said, you know what, this week I've got some time. Might as well just knock it out and be done.
There you go. Do you do outside lights and everything too? Or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we get those done professionally.
Oh, nice.
We get them hung.
Nice.
I used to paint in college, so I'm not scared of the ladder, but I'm scared now.
A lot more things can hurt.
Yeah.
I have nothing. Everything, all the outside decor is ground. There's nothing. First off, we do the what we call the blow molds, the plastic ones. All right, the old school. The old school plastic, hard plastic.
Yeah.
All right, we don't do those blow ups. Me or the wife do not like the blow ups because when it's not blown up, I think your front yard looks horrible.
Well,
You're
and the wind around here. I mean, come on, the wind. I've seen our neighbors' ones just
really
take a hit.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not. I've never seen that, but I always do like the one too, like during, like they'll have them off during the day.
Yeah.
And except there's always one, it's always, the Yoda one with the lightsaber, like he struck them all down. That one's like on 24/7.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that one I always appreciate when I see that. So, yeah. So, it's, so all of our stuff is like that. And then I have two of these like globes that create white and blue, like almost like snowfall coming down. And that's the lights for the front of the house. Oh. So I don't have anything going on the garage, on the gutters or up on the house itself. It's all front displays and then front lit. Yeah.
Ours is just simple. It's white on the gutters, on the roof line, just in front of the house. And that's all we do.
That's it. That is simple.
It's simple and it looks good.
Have you seen those ones that my son actually installed them, the permanent lights, and they go up under the gutters and you leave them there?
Under the soffit.
Yeah. And you leave them there.
I've seen that for the first time this year.
I've seen it.
Yeah. My son put them in. He really likes them.
I think those are awesome. The question comes up to my aspect is, how does that fall under city ordinance?
What do you mean?
Most city ordinances have
you can't see them.
You have that's how they get around it. You can't see them.
You can't see them.
Because there is a decor. You're only allowed to have your house decorated for like 30 days or something.
Believe me, my son's subdivision is,
they're crazy about that stuff.
Well, it's a little higher end.
Okay.
Subdivision, so
but I love
they
it.
get a little.
I love it because when you have that, like Valentine's Day, you could turn your house pink.
Well, see, and that's the point. With these LED ones that are permanent, like Nancy was saying, you can't technically have it fall under the ordinance because
it's light.
It's lighting. You can turn it white or just an off-white amber.
Yeah.
When it's non-holiday.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just regular lighting. And then when it's a holiday time, you theme it to whatever the holiday is.
Exactly.
Orange
so,
for
and
Halloween and red, white, and blue for 4th of July, and it's up there.
Right. So that's what I mean. By ordinance, it's permanent lighting and it's hidden. So
I love it. I love it. I'm waiting for the Karen to turn around. And I have to be honest, I was a Karen this week.
I was a Karen before several years ago.
Well,
on my neighbor.
I called in because
nice.
That wasn't my neighbor. There's a street where a business decided to get their apron reconcreted. Well, it's off a major street in Joliet, and there's cones and the workhorse, but with no flashing light in a third of the right-hand lane. They put it out in the major street. I'm shocked a car has not clipped this stuff yet, because you have everybody on the street. It's not like a major street, all right, but it's a sub-major.
Well, your street's pretty, because it's a cut-through.
It's not in the neighborhood. It's on Glenwood. I'll say it.
Okay.
So Glenwood's a pretty
Glenwood's a busy street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there, and they've got this in the middle of a third of the right-hand lane. I'm like, how can you be blocking the right-hand lane just because you redid your apron? That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm worried someone's going to get hurt.
Well, how long have they had it blocked?
About 5-6 days now.
Oh, I would say a day or two. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. All right, let's talk real estate. Ooh, I love this first topic. Is Wall Street buying up all the homes in America?
Share, please.
Oh, I guess I can do that.
Yeah, I can't see what you're seeing, Eddie.
You guys are so demanding.
I know, and I don't want to get in your head to see it. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't want to be in there. Sounds scary.
Fun place to visit. You never want to stay.
No, it's like it's like a.
We might do that actually too. I'm going to close this up. All right. Is Wall Street buying up all the homes in America? If you're thinking about buying a home, you may find yourself interested in the latest real estate headlines so you can have a pulse on things that are coming to impact your decision. And probably heard mentioned investors and wondering how they're impacting the market right now. You have to ask yourself these questions. How many homes do investors own? Are institutional investors like Wall Street firms, hedge funds, really buying up so many houses that the average person can't find one?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
You think it is?
Yeah. I think it's significant.
All right, let's see.
And it's not just Wall Street. It's also foreign investment.
Yeah,
companies.
foreign investment is huge.
All right. I don't think it's a lot, but let's see, because I haven't looked at the data. Let's see what the data says. All right. Let's start with establishing how many single-family homes what proportion are rentals owned by investors. According to SFR Investor, which studies single-family rental market in the United States, there are 82 million single-family homes in this country. But how many are actually rentals? According to the data in a recent post, 68 million, 82.93% of those homeowners are occupied by the homeowner, meaning the person who owns it lives in it. Mm-hmm. So 82.9. Mm-hmm. That would mean you have about 16, 17% as a rental property, meaning the person, if you subtract the 68 million from the total number of single family homes, 82 million, that leaves just about 14 million homes left that are single family rentals. I think the percentage gives a better view than that. 17% are rental properties is a better view, in my opinion, or 17.1.
It's a little bit easier to
take in, because
to take in.
14 million doesn't give you a grasp out of.
Doesn't sound like very many, but then when you look at a percentage,
14 million is huge. But when you look at the percentage,
that's what I'm saying. You're thinking, 80-some million houses and only 14 million. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't sound very big.
Yeah. You know what I'd be interested in is the data that shows what the number was prior to the pandemic.
That would be interesting.
I'd really
to see what the increase is, because I think there's been a 3% increase. I'll bet you it was around 13 to 14%, and now it's up to 17. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think you're right. There is completely.
I think that's been more than 3%.
You think it's been more?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's just the single family homes.
That's just single family. That's true. You still have rental property and duplexes and condos.
Because you have corporate investment that's going in on these new subdivisions and buying the complete subdivision and then renting them out.
True. But that's only happened once or twice.
That's happening more than you realize. I have my sources.
You got some sources? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Nancy's plugged in.
She is plugged in. She is. All right. So let's look at do institutional investors own all of those remaining 14 million? Not even close. Let's take it a step further. We're going to break it down to 4 categories. The mom and pop investor who owns 1 to 9 units. Regional owners, 10 to 99. Small national investors, all right, that's got 100 to 999 units. Institutional investors had over 1,000 units. I think that's a good way to break them down.
Yeah, I like that because you can't include mom and pops in that number.
Well, but where would you put ProTown at? ProTown is the largest landlord in all of Joliet, but they're only
I would
local.
say regional.
You would call it, they've got more than 99 units, 999 units. They're over 1,000. I know they're over 1,000 units.
But they're local.
They're all local. So
they're all local.
But according to this, they would be an institutional investor. Just to point that out.
I think they label those based on how many units are owned.
Exactly.
That's kind of a misnomer too.
It's not the location; it's the number of units.
Regional
owned.
could just mean anything. You could just be right here in Joliet and own 1,000 units, and you're now a non-regional. You're now, what do they call that? Institutional.
Yeah,
they got an
institution,
and that would be ProTown. ProTown, according to this, would be an institutional investor, where I would consider them a local investor. They just have a lot.
Yeah.
Of property.
Their footprint is a lot smaller, very concentrated and very dense.
Right.
Yep.
And it's a local, that's their thing.
Yep. All right. So who owns this? All right. Let me make this Nancy size.
Thank you.
For my benefit too, please.
I'll take it.
Institutional investors, over 1,000 units, make up 3% of the single family out of the 17%. Small national investors, 100 units to 999 units. Remember, the institutional is 1,000 or more. They make up 3%. Regional investors, 10 to 99, make up 14%. Mom and pop investors, 1 to 9 units, are 80% of the market.
I'm surprised. I figured
that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
To me.
I knew that's what it was going to be.
I'm surprised by that. I wouldn't think 80%. I would say 50%, but not 80. Wow. Okay.
The data is from SFR Investor, so I need to send this over to whatchamacallit?
Who? I know
Nora,
them.
Nora.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
My
I'm shocked by that.
That's about as bad as my son going, guess what? And I go, I don't know what.
Well, you know what I say.
Do you know what? And I go, I never met him.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. So I'm not surprised. This is, so you basically don't believe everything you're hearing. 80% of the market is a mom and pop investor. 17.1% are investors.
But the way they made that, so define if the definition is only 1,000 or more.
Correct.
Then there could be international investment. Let's say they have 800 units. And it's, they just, it's all about how you group the
but
numbers.
that would be still only 3% of the market because they would fall under the small national investor. You're looking at who the investor is, not how they're investing. This is looking at how the investor.
The reason why I say that,
because who's investing shouldn't matter.
Because was reading several articles, Inman, a couple articles that way, where they were talking about foreign investment and how much it has gone up, increased.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said earlier.
That's why you probably said it.
But it had nowhere to go but up because it was dramatically crushed. It went down between 01 and 20 and 22.
Everything.
They've been down since 2022.
But during the pandemic years, it increased.
And that's why I wanted to see the numbers prior to the pandemic.
Yeah. Thank you.
To see what the increase has been.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. You have to look at everything against 2019. You can't look and compare anything from 20 through 2022.
Well, yeah, those years are anomalies.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can't include that in the data.
Yeah.
Because when you average it over a large number of years, you'll see that's just a little blip in the graph.
Yeah. Well, and again, they could be considered a mom and pop if they are investing. If it's a foreign investor and they're investing 6, 8 properties, 5 properties.
Yes, they would be. So that's, and I would say most of your money coming from overseas that are foreign investors, that's what they're buying. They're not buying hundreds or thousands of units. They're probably buying.
They're international mom and pops.
Yeah, they're buying. Right. They're buying 1 or 2, maybe 3 properties.
Yeah.
All right. And that's where they're going. So
because in the Inman, I'll have to see if I can find the article. In the Inman article, they were talking about how it has increased, and because of inventory shortages to begin with, it's putting extra pressure on
the shortage of inventory.
On the shortage.
Yeah.
Well, and
I know we read the same stuff.
Well, and looking at the inventory supply, we're still way low. You're looking here. Here's your numbers pre-pandemic. So our inventory in November, okay, you're looking at 1.2 million roughly in 2017. It was 1.27 million.
Oh man,
that was not Nancy size. Hold on,
definitely not Nancy size.
The graph has a mind of its own at the moment. Oh, we jumped into the actual article.
That's okay.
Makes it easy to read. I don't have the break anymore. All right, so it was 1.22 in 2017, 1.27 in 2018. And 2018 was a slow year. I had a really slow year in 2018. There's just things were not moving fast. 2019, we started picking up some momentum, and that was 1.14 million units in November. Active listing count. We're still sitting at 754,000. 300 to 400,000 under what we need for actual listings.
What is that? Doing the math in my head. About 65% of what it was in 2018?
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, maybe.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Where's my calculator?
Whatever that percentage is, it's low.
It's low.
What are we comparing? 2019?
2018, the highest.
Okay, 2018.
1.27 million.
Why am I not getting... There we go. I get 59%.
59. I said 65%.
Yeah.
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 Nice job. Nice job, Joe.
I mean, so yeah, so it's 60. It's about 59% of what the highest was in the 3 prior normal years.
So call it 40% lower inventory than what it was in 2018.
Yeah.
Which wasn't like a buku abundance either. I mean, it was an okay market as far as inventory goes.
What town do we want to look at?
What haven't we looked at for a while? Oh, let's look at... I was looking at numbers for Oswego. Pull up Oswego.
Oswego. Dun-dun-dun. Hold on. I went to the wrong...
They had some interesting numbers going on.
I just looked at Oswego numbers.
Yeah, probably because of the same reason. But
we're looking at our listing in Boulder Hill that went under contract?
Yeah.
Yep. Median sales price for Oswego, Illinois, $425,000 on a single family, up 9%. Average sales price $421,690. That is down 3.9%. The total closed in October was 39 units. Average market time is 23 days. And inventory of homes is 40 units, down 34.4. So basically down that 40%. Mm-hmm. So that's holding pretty close to what the nation is holding at. So average median sales price on the duplex condos, attached property, $255,000. $230,000, $557,000 is the average sales price. That's down 12.2%. But a percent of original perceived is 100.9%. So that's interesting. That was on 7 closed.
That's where I thought it was very interesting. Although the new listings, closed listings, there was only 7 closed listings, and I think that's what threw the numbers off.
I wonder if there was a bunch of old higher end duplexes, because you only have 7, so it's not an accurate thing.
But that the median and average both went down, I thought was interesting. But it's 7, so what I'm thinking is, hey, guess what? We had a couple of
big dogs closed last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's for the attached single family. But if you're looking at the detached single family, which is most of what my clients are, right? It seems like the median sales price had increased by 9%.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what does that tell our listeners? If you're looking to buy a single family home in Oswego, the price has just increased 9% since last year. And I talk to my clients about that all the time. There's a cost of waiting.
Yes.
And in this case, in this very market that we're in right now, not only are you battling the 9% increase in the price, but you've also had to battle the increase in the interest rate from when you were first pre-approved last year compared to this year.
And that we're still in multiple offer situations, and buyers are very scared to pull the trigger. And how far over do they go? What is an appropriate amount to get the house? That kind of thing. There's a lot of hesitation. There's a lot of consternation because it's still out there. Oh, prices are going to fall. Things are going to fall. It's like, no, it's not.
So you know
it's
what?
Not.
We're coming up to a break. Let's hit the break and let's talk about those prices.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we're committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird and Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird and Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST. Or visit yourdwellings.com.
On Target Home Inspection loves to advocate for our clients and the community. As part of our quarterly community outreach program, we're giving back to Morningstar Mission Ministries. A small change can make a big difference in someone's life. Help us in efforts from now until December 23rd. We're raising funds and donating time and materials for Morningstar Mission in Joliet this holiday season. We are now asking for monetary donations to help this amazing shelter. We are also currently accepting toiletries, medical supplies such as aspirin, bandages, hydrogen peroxide, canned and boxed food, coats, blankets, clothes, infants to adults, and shoes, infants to adults. All clothing items must be new or slightly used. On behalf of the team at On Target Home Inspection, thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause that means so much to us and helps our friends at Morningstar Mission. To learn more about On Target Home Inspection, visit us online at ontargethomeinspection.com. That's ontargethomeinspection.com or call 708-274-7279. Performing home inspections in the greater Chicagoland area since 2010.
Doing everything for you except the moving, and be glad. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right.
We're back.
All right.
Experts project home prices will rise over the next 5 years. Anybody agree or disagree?
I concur. Strongly concur.
Yes, indeed.
5 years from now, how much total?
Oh, I don't know.
You ain't got a number you want to throw out?
5% a year.
5% a year. So 25%. Really? I think that's strong. I'm not saying it's not possible.
And here's why I say that. Because especially in this next coming year, there's already some major economists out there. They're talking about rates coming down next year.
I don't see the Fed cutting rates.
I think a little, not as much as I'd hope.
There's a lot of talks from a lot of high-profile
the
economists.
The rates should come down because we've talked about the 10-year Treasury level being there's a 3-point difference between the 10-year and where the 30-year is, which is abnormal. Usually it's about a 1.7, 1.8 difference. So you've got almost a built-in point to a 0.2 in the rate right now that it'll naturally should automatically come down. It's
going to find its equilibrium point. But walk through this journey here with me real quick, just to clarify why I'm thinking it's going to be an increase in home prices. Economists are saying that rates are going to come down. Whether it's 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, they're going to come down. They're not going to stay up this high, at least I don't think. I don't try to be the crystal ball of the market, but my gut feeling is it's going to come down. When those rates come down, home sellers are going to sell their properties, okay? Mm-hmm. There's going to be a flood of buyers coming into the market more than people are going to be selling, and that's going to drive the prices up. I think that's what's going to happen. Does that make sense?
Continued inventory shortage.
Yeah, because there's already, right.
Well, and those sellers still have to buy and go somewhere else. Most of them, a few of them, some will become renters. That it always does happen in a market. Some decide to sell, and I'm not going to buy again. It does happen, but that percentage is so low. And the other aspect is the amount of equity that these sellers will have
to move on to their next property.
They'll be a lot of could be cash buyers because they'll be downsizing.
Well, and what did I see? Over 30% of homeowners own straight out.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
Oh, it was. No, I know what numbers. I was just looking at those numbers. I know what you're talking about. It's less than. It's like 60% less than
250,000.
Yeah, something like that. But it's the 38% that own outright.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're ready to sell. They have cash.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I did an interesting. I sent this question out to a group of real estate agents, just a private text, probably about 20 of them. I said, "What are you seeing in the market right now? First-time home buyers or move-up buyers?" The majority of them said first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Majority.
I would agree.
And you know what? That number is not going to shrink over the next 5 years.
Nope.
There's going to be more home buyers, first-time home buyers, that are going to accumulate over the next 5 years. So you got this huge amount of demand with very little supply, right?
Yeah.
If the rates come down, there's going to those people that are kind of sitting on the fence saying, "Oh, you know, I kind of want to buy." They're going to be even more super motivated to buy because the rates have come down. What's that going to do on the seller side? List your house for a higher amount, and it's going to create more competition.
Average person,
the prices go up.
The average person normally in a normal market was buying their first home at 33 years old.
Uh-huh.
All right. The largest part of the millennial population, all right, is now 35. They've put that purchase off. The majority of them have put it off 2 years.
Yeah.
You have such a pent-up demand of ownership. You add in the fact that rents are at an all-time high, and I don't care what the interest rate is, the interest rate on renting is 100%.
Right.
Where do you think home prices are going to be in 5 years?
I don't know that they're going to be 25%, but I would say 20% 5 years. So on average 4% a year.
An average you're looking at 4% a year.
Yeah.
So no,
on average, because this coming year, I think it's going to be
that'd be 3%.
3 over 5.
No, yeah. No. So yeah, I'm sorry. You're 4% a year.
Yeah.
I was thinking 15. I don't know why.
So I don't think it'll go up quite. I don't see their interest rates coming down quickly enough to flood the market. Like you're talking about the buyers, just whooshing in. So I think 2024 interest rates will come down minuscule, and that'll I thought
I was being bold, and I'm being the most conservative. I'm at 15%.
No, I'm at 20. I think, and then 2025, game on, because people aren't going to be able to wait forever.
So here's what they've got from the Home Price Economic Survey. So this is the top 100 economists taking their projections, throwing it all into in there and averaging them out. Home prices go up in 2023, 3.32. 2024, 2.17. 2025, 3.24. 2026, 3.79. 2027, 4.18. So I'm about right with this. Because I say 15%. They're at 3, 5, 6, 11, plus another 4. So they're about 15 to 16%. That's where I'm at. You guys think those, do you think any of those years are low? You think those years are low? I think 2024 is low.
I think it's low.
I think it's a little conservative, yes.
How is it going to only increase 2.17%?
You're going to have a pretty flat market in some areas.
Because of the interest rates.
And this is probably nationwide too.
This is nationwide. Yeah. This is nationwide. I don't think that this is nationwide. I think local.
You look at Oswego did 9% last year.
It's 9% up October to October.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right? See?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting point. It's going to be a really. The fact is, buy the house now, refinance the house when the rates come down.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because even this data that you just put in front of me, there's no decrease in value. Every year it's increasing.
Well, and here's the thing. I remember before I got into real estate, I went out to visit some friends out of state, and we went over to another friend's house, and they had the thermometer saving for our house, and they were saving to get 20% down. And so 300,000 average house, let's say, is $300,000. It's a little higher in Plainfield, a little lower in Joliet. So we're just going to say for our area, $300,000. You can get a good house. You might not be in Plainfield, but you can get a house for $300,000. If you need 20% down, that's $60,000 you're trying to save.
Right.
Okay. If this house is in Oswego at $300,000 and it went up 9%, all right.
It's $18,000.
Yeah.
No, it's 27.
27.
27,000. Right.
27,000, and now you got to take 20% of the extra. So now you have to save an extra $5,400. Are you out? Is the market outpacing your savings? Is the question.
Well,
this is why you don't need 20% down. This is why you look at FHA.
Right.
This is why you look at a VA loan, especially if you earned. I didn't say qualify. If you have earned the VA loan, take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
You've earned it.
It's one of the best programs that are out there.
You have a couple other programs too, don't you?
We've got, I'm such a big proponent of using the bank's money now instead of waiting to save your 20%. Because the fact is, how long is it going to take an average family to save, to Eddie's point, $60,000?
Yeah.
Over the $60,000, the market appreciation rate is increasing faster than you can save.
Yes.
Right? So I'm all about low money down. Yes, you're going to pay private mortgage insurance unless you're VA. That's why that's a good program. Mm-hmm. But get into the house, because even if you're putting minimal amount of money down, 0% down, for example, we've got some programs that we can do that. We use IDA, Illinois Housing Developmental Authority's got down payment assistance, 3.5% down FHA, 3% down conventional. There's a lot of low money down loan programs, but you're in the game, right? Minimal money into the investment, into the property. Now you're in the game for appreciation. You live in it for 5 years. What I did with my first home is I bought it, stayed in it for 2 years, and I got a ton of equity in there now. That I just extracted that and put it into my next property, my move-up home, right?
Right.
You do that once or twice. The biggest mistake that I'm seeing with first-time home buyers, I'm working with one right now, they want their first home to be their forever home.
Yeah.
So they're swinging the bat for a home run. And they don't have the equity, the initial downstroke to be able to afford that.
My first home right now is my rental property. I turned it into a rental.
Yeah.
My wife's first home was a condo. We sold hers, used her money for the down payment on our house.
Yeah.
And we kept mine as a rental property, and it has been amazing.
Yeah.
It has been amazing. We have that. That is when we're running short. I have that to tap for some extra cash here and there. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we don't touch that money.
Yeah, well,
that money is to take care of that property, that house.
And the beauty about that is, for the next 20 years, 30 years, however long you have left on that property, the mortgage, you're not paying it.
Nope.
Your renter's paying it.
Yep.
Right? But that's how you get in the game.
Again, 100%. Your renter's paying 100% of that interest rate.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. We got to hit another break. Are the top 3 housing market questions on your mind? I wonder what they are. Keep it here.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST, or visit yourdwellings.com.
On Target Home Inspection loves to advocate for our clients and the community. As part of our quarterly community outreach program, we're giving back to Morningstar Mission Ministries. A small change can make a big difference in someone's life. Help us in efforts from now until December 23rd. We're raising funds and donating time and materials for Morningstar Mission in Joliet this holiday season. We are now asking for monetary donations to help this amazing shelter. We are also currently accepting toiletries, medical supplies such as aspirin, bandages, hydrogen peroxide, canned and boxed food, coats, blankets, clothes, infants to adults, and shoes, infants to adults. All clothing items must be new or slightly used. On behalf of the team at On Target Home Inspection, thanks in advance for your contribution to this cause that means so much to us and helps our friends at Morningstar Mission. To learn more about On Target Home Inspection, visit us online at ontargethomeinspection.com. That's ontargethomeinspection.com, or call 708-274-7279. Performing home inspections in the greater Chicagoland area since 2010.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
Hey, if you have questions on any of those mortgages we were talking about, give Joe a call. Joe, what's the best number to reach you at?
630-881-4161.
And speaking of an amazing deal, 6100 Autumn Oaks Drive is now priced at $370, and you have a great opportunity because the seller has an assumable mortgage. Have you dealt with those yet?
Wow. Well, when it's assumed, there's no reason to need me.
Well, for the bridge loan, if the whatchamacallit doesn't offer it.
Yeah.
Do you guys do those loans or not really?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what we're talking about. You have a mortgage. The purchase price is $370 on this property. This is a 3-bedroom with a master bath, partial basement, huge, large loft area upstairs. They have a current mortgage of $225 at 3.25. So you assume that mortgage. You're taking over that mortgage. You have to qualify for 3.25. So you get an interest rate of 3.25, and then you get a secondary mortgage for the remaining balance. You want to talk about beating the market? Now, most of these mortgages for the secondary do need 10% down to qualify, and you have to qualify for the secondary mortgage, of course, too. But it's just another way to look at it. Look at if the property has an assumable mortgage when you're out there trying to buy. FHA mortgages are assumable. VA mortgages are assumable. And if you can take over that mortgage payment at the lower rate, you could qualify for a more home. It's going to be more work for your realtor, for the listing agent. Force them to do their job. It can be done. So definitely want to look at this property, though. $370, I looked at this. There's some stuff that's sold in the 400s in this neighborhood. in Fall Creek. This, I think, is now getting into a steal of a deal and then the price. And the beautiful thing is this has the solar panels. So their electric bill is like $20 a month.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So definitely give us a call, 815-823-5478. Check out 6100 Autumn Oaks Drive, Joliet online. You can always go to yourdwellings.com to see more information on that. All right. Top 3 questions. What's next for mortgage rates? We kind of hit that one out of the park, I think.
Yep.
We think they're going to go down. We just don't know when.
Well, they have come down. So here's the illustration. So last month, I locked in a rate for a client that's going to be closing in the next couple days. 8.125 for a conventional loan.
Ooh.
Well, here's the thing. So rates are determined by your credit score, your down payment, and the property type.
Sure.
For that client's particular situation, it was 8.125. Okay. Comparing the same qualifications, same mortgage, if I were to lock that today, it'd be in the high 6s.
Nice.
Okay.
So
rates have come down.
Good.
They're not low like they were in 2021, 2020, but they have come down. Okay. So that's consistent with what some of these economists are saying in the next 12, 18 months, where they feel that the rates are going to continue to come down. The inflationary pressure is not as much anymore, so they don't need to, keep doing some strategies to bring that down.
That's great. Great stuff.
Looking at the prices, we've already talked about, we all think prices are going up. So we discussed prices growing up. So the last thing that I'm seeing, I see this in a lot of different Facebook pages, Reddit pages, stuff like that, that recession is coming. That everybody's worried about, well, there's going to be a recession and that's going to crush housing. Okay, well, Wall Street Journal survey economists, October 2022, 63% there was going to be a recession. October 23, only 48% think there's going to be a recession.
So more people said no, they don't feel that there's a recession coming.
Correct. 52% feel, now it's a majority that feel there won't be a recession. So with that being said, it doesn't matter. 4 out of the last 6 recessions, prices went up in real estate. The recession helped real estate. If there is a recession, what are they going to probably do? Cut the interest rate.
Which they have been for the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now they're done.
Well, they've been raising the interest rate.
I'm sorry. Yes. They've been raising the rates. Yes.
So now if we get into a recession, to stimulate the economy, they're going to cut the rate.
Yeah.
We already talked about it. If the rates go down, what happens? We're going to see a mad dash.
Prices are going to go up.
Yeah. We're going to have buyers mad dashing again.
So there's the 3 questions. It does not matter. A recession actually would probably help real estate at this point. All right. That wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online, getrealwitheddy.com, 24/7. 365 days a year with all of the information you want on your largest investment, your home. So check it out and keep up to date at getrealwitheddy.com.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. Eddie Ruettiger is a realtor at Baird Warner in Plainfield, license number 475141896. Managing broker Steve Engel. For more information on your neighborhood, call Eddie at 815-823-5478 or visit yourdwellings.com.